What if a signal sent into the darkness didn't, not once, but repeating, as if something heard it?
In 1985, something unusual was detected. A signal, structured, but unexplained.
Then, it vanished.
It's the same pattern.
But it can't be!
Look, it's spiking. Analyze the burst.
Was the signal always traveling, trapped in a cosmic loop? Or did something intercept it and send it back? For decades, we believed space was silent.
But this signal suggests something else.
The universe might not be as quiet as we thought. And whatever sent this is trying to reach us.
The story begins in 1985, inside a quiet observatory. Scanning the sky, searching for anything unusual.
Then suddenly, something appeared. A signal unlike anything ever recorded. It wasn't random. It had structure.
And then it was gone.
"40 years later, the past was about to return.
Advanced systems began scanning old data patterns.
And then, something impossible happened. The signal was identical in every detail.
Analyzing. 0 deviation.
But this time, it was coming from somewhere else.
A completely different region, thousands of light years away.
Scientists searched for answers, but none of them made sense.
Some believed it was gravitational lensing, bending the signal through space.
But even that couldn't explain the perfect return. Others proposed something far more radical. A structure capable of capturing and sending signals. If true, it means something out there is listening.
Observatories across the world began tracking the signal.
The signal pulsed with perfect timing. Each repetition followed an exact interval down to milliseconds. This wasn't random noise. It was intentional. Hidden within it were prime numbers. A universal language, understood across the cosmos. To understand it, scientists turned to artificial intelligence. Instead of one signal, it was separated into layers. Beneath the surface, something unexpected appeared. The signal began forming geometric shapes. That it wasn't just one message, it was layered.
And we may not have been ready to understand it before.
As the mystery deepened, theories began to emerge. Some believed it was a rare and cosmic phenomenon.
Others thought it might be human-made interference. Others thought it might be human-made interference.
An intelligent source beyond Earth. Because no natural event could explain this. Then suddenly, the update stopped. Access to the data was suddenly restricted.
Online theories explode across the internet.
Why hide a signal from space? Because maybe this wasn't the first time. The question was no longer what the signal was. It was what it meant for us. Or something even more unsettling. A response?
What if, decades ago, we sent something into space?
And now, something has answered back.
Zulu timeline is active. All units to full alert. We have confirmed contact. ETA 5 minutes.
Satellites repositioned, attempting to intercept it.
But the signal passed through everything.
It wasn't a weapon, but it couldn't be stopped.
And then, it arrived. It didn't burn. It didn't slow down.
Across cities, the sky began to change.
Every screen, every signal began to synchronize.
And then, the pattern changed. It wasn't random. It was a message. But what it said would change everything. The final layer of the signal began to decode. Every scientist held their breath, waiting. And then, the truth appeared.
It wasn't
a warning. It was an answer to a question we never asked.
And what it said was impossible.
The message began to break apart, as if resisting interpretation. Then, every signal aligned into one pattern.
It wasn't noise, it was structure.
Something was trying to be understood. But the final meaning was still hidden.
Then, the signal stabilized for the first time.
And what we saw changed everything we thought we knew.
It wasn't sent to her.
It was something far older than humanity itself. And in that moment, Earth was no longer the center.
Because the signal was never coming from space alone.
But something was wrong with reality itself.
The signal was not arriving, it was activating.
Every human felt it at the same moment.
Then the final layer unlocked.
And what it showed was not a place. It was a mirror looking back at us. And then, we finally understood what it was.
It was never meant to come to us alone.
It was already here before we ever listened. And the universe was listening back